So if you're part of those people that used to say, genetics is the reason why our hair is long. It's because our mother's hair is long. It's because our father's hair is long. It's because there's hair in their family. That's why their hair is long. If you feel genetics is the reason for the length of someone's hair, come close to me now, because I'm about to deal with that now. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, is genetics responsible for a person's length? Hey guys, my name is Didi. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. And here on this channel, we talk about everything natural. I don't need to say too much drama or too much talk. Just click on my picture down below. Go and read my bio. We can say genetics is responsible for a particular part of someone's hair journey, but genetics is not responsible for the other part. So here I'm going to be talking about what genetics is responsible for when it comes to hair growth and what genetics is not responsible for. So listen and be blessed. First of all, what are the things genetics are responsible for? Number one, genetics is responsible for your hair texture. So if you've not watched my previous video, I talked about hair texture, so you can go back there and go and watch it. All right, I think I'll tag it here so you understand what I mean. But hair texture basically has to do with if your hair is 4C, 4B, or it's 2A or whatever. So anything hair texture, genetics is responsible. I'm not going to buttress much on that point. Just go and watch the video I talked about. There I explained better what hair texture and how to know your hair texture and whatever, everything relating to hair texture. But I'm just here to say genetics is responsible for your hair texture. Number two, genetics is responsible for your hair color. So if your hair is red, your hair is blue, your hair is white, you have a gold hair or whatever, it is genetics, is in your genes, in your blood. It was passed down from your grandmother, from your father to your uncle to your auntie over to you. However, science explains that. But the color of your hair basically, it has to do with your genetics. Okay, so that's why you can see a father or a mother has maybe red hair, or okay, they say red is not the color, but anyways, they have a certain color of hair, and you see the kids actually have that same color of hair. So like my whole family now, this is the color of our hair. It's not okay. My mom has this very black hair, which my elder sister took, but my hair is not very black. You will notice it's not pitch black, but my elder sister's hair is like blacker. Hey, if there's a word like that, but you understand my point. So genetics is responsible for hair color. Number three, genetics is responsible for your hair density. So what do I mean by hair density? How full your hair is. Genetics is responsible for how full your hair is. So how full your hair is determined by the number of follicles you have on your scalp. So what I mean is, just where you have pores on your skin, right, where hair comes from, on your scalp is called the follicles. So these follicles are the places that produces hairs. Now, this hair on these follicles is determined by the follicles on your head, rather, is determined by genetics. Do you get? Genetics is responsible for your hairline. So now this is my own hairline. My hair is not reaching here. My elder sister has her hair to, I think, like this point, and we have this thing in the middle of our hair. You see this hairline part? You see this thing in front? I don't know what it is though. Some people used to cut it off, but all of us will have it in our house. That's genetics. So everything that has to do with your hairline is genetics. You see some homes that their hairline is like emo, like this inside, and it come out like this. It's genetics. No matter the Osha Prapa super 2 days sharp hair bringing out remover replacing cream you use on your hair, my dear sister, brothers, mommies, aunties, nothing's gonna happen. The only thing that can help your life is if you go for a hair transplant. Sorry to break your heart, but it's just the truth. But at the same time, there are some people that actually experience receding hairline at some point, maybe when they get to their youth age or whatever, their youth age. Some even from 18 they start experiencing bald hairline, and that is also genetics. So some people in their genes, they start experiencing receding hairline from a certain age, right? And it's very, very common with the men, but some ladies also experience it. And like I said, you can try and use some product in my work at some point, but it will eventually still happen. Genetics just has a way of like overruling anything you try to do in your human power. It's from within, it's from the blood. So excuse me. Now another thing genetics is responsible. Now over to what exactly is gene not responsible for. Pay attention to this. Genetics is not responsible for how long your hair can get. In as much as genetics is responsible for how full your hair is, the hair texture, the hair color, and so on, it's not responsible for how long your hair can get. Scientifically, it has been shown to us that our hair grows approximately 0.5 inch, that is half an inch per month. So in 30 days, you have about 0.5 inch. In 2 months, that is 1 inch. In 6 months, you've accumulated about 3 inches, right? If it's half inch, and then in a year you've accumulated 6 inches. So if at all you take care of your hair properly, your first year you have 6 inches, the second year you have 12 inches, the third year you have 18 inches, the fourth year you have, I think 24 inches, the fifth year you have, and it goes on and on like that. At the same time, they've also said, according to research, that there are a few people that can actually grow longer than 0.5 inches, and that has to do with genetics. So that brings me to the last point of what genetics is responsible for again, which is growth rate. And this is where a lot of people mix it. That's why I'm bringing it in this point. Growth rate is how fast your hair grows, how slow your hair grows. It just has to do with the speed by which your hair actually grows. Some people's hair grows very fast. Some people's one is on a medium scale. Some people, their hair grows extremely slowly. Alright. So if your hair grows super fast, there are a lot of people that their hair grows faster than mine. And I've seen a content creator, her hair is about like my length or even more than my length, and she grew it in like 3 years. She grew the hair in like 3 years, and mine is like 5 years, and I'm a waist length. So for everybody it differs. For some people, for you to get to where I am right now, it might take you 7 or 8 years. It took me 5 years. It might take some of you 10 years. So your growth rate or your speed by which your hair grows might just be different. So the growth rate is genetics, but that does not mean your hair will not grow. Our hair grows as long as you are breathing, and as long as you're not experiencing alopecia, your hair grows. Your length is determined by how you take care of your hair, how you detangle your hair, how you manipulate your hair. Now, for you to understand that one, go and watch my video on length retention. I will tag it somewhere here. Go and watch that video on length retention. You see everything I'm going to say in that video. Those are the things you are supposed to do in order for your hair to retain length. The moment you're able to retain length, the better for you. So as long as you can retain length, those lengths that you are growing, then you're going to see the length in your hair, and over time you're going to notice that okay, it's actually growing. But if your hair always breaks, you're always losing hair, you're manipulating it too often, the kind of hairstyles you're using, gels, spoiling your scalp and so on, it's going to be a problem for you. All right. So in conclusion, your hair length is not determined by gene. Genetics is only responsible for a few other things, but how long your hair can grow is dependent on you. You have to put in the effort, you have to put in the time, you have to use good products, you have to do good hairstyles, protective styles, you have to be very careful, pamper your hair, be very, very careful with it, and over time you are going to see results. Work hard for your hair. You cannot just say you want to lose weight and you will not put in the work. Same thing goes with your hair. You cannot say you want to grow your glutes and you will not put in the work. You cannot say you want to put on weight and you will not put in the work. You cannot say you want to sleep better and you will not put in the work. No matter how hard or how simple it might be, you have to put in the work. Same thing goes for your hair. So I'm just trying to ginger a few of you here today that your hair can grow. You just need to try, put in the work, use good products and so on. If you're in Nigeria and you want to get my products, you can send a message to us here and tell me the kind of products you would like to get for your natural hair. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was nice talking with you guys. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions or contributions in the comment. Again, let me know where you're watching from because I love you guys so much. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like, leave a comment. Again, let me know if there's any video you would like to watch. All right. Anyway, see you guys. Ciao. Bye.